So I just wanted to talk today a little bit about rest strokes and free strokes for classical guitar. So this is mainly a video for beginners and beginners using my free method book. And the question is whether you should use rest strokes or free strokes. So rest strokes are when your finger plays through the string and rests on the string below. Just like that, as opposed to free strokes. Free strokes are where your finger goes through the string and then bypasses the other strings and goes in towards your palm. So free stroke versus rest stroke. Now, on the beginners, if you're a beginner, you might find that your rest strokes are a lot stronger than your free strokes. You can just really push into that string and get a lot of sound out of it. But later on, you might find that your free strokes can be pretty strong too if you just direct the energy in towards the guitar. A lot of beginners, when they're starting with free stroke, they sometimes pull their finger out like this rather than follow through in towards the palm. And that's a bit of a mistake. But nevertheless, I've seen good results from teachers starting students with both. With either one, I mean. So some teachers will start their students just with rest strokes when they're playing melodies, and other teachers will start them with just free strokes. Personally, in my studio, my students do all free stroke for pretty much for the method book stage anyway, until their hand position is really secure. So I find that with rest strokes, the increased tension on the string makes students kind of change their hand positions, which is less desirable. My main objective with beginners is that they sit properly and that they use their hands, or they keep their hands in the proper position. Because I can give them lots of exercises later, and I can continue to talk about what a good guitar technique is, and we'll do lots of finger exercises, rest stroke, free stroke, all the different things that we need to do. But if their hand position isn't good, if it's a bad hand position, we can't do either stroke very good. I find that free stroke doesn't have the associated tension that rest stroke does, and so I use just free stroke until the student can play with a good hand position as their natural go-to thing. So they pick up the guitar, they put their hand down, and their hand is in a good hand position. And also that they can play legato melodies rather than something that's more disconnected. So once the student can hold their hand properly without thinking about it, and they can play legato melodies, then I introduce rest stroke and we do the whole learning to use both at appropriate times. So my recommendation to my students is to use only free stroke until their hand position is absolutely secure and they can play a basic legato melody. Like I said though, if you're with another teacher, you should listen to them, because I've seen plenty of teachers that have good results teaching with free rest stroke as well. So other teachers might introduce both at the same time, and that's totally valid as well. But I gave my opinion, but whoever you're studying with, and you should study with someone if you're a beginner, whoever you're studying with, as long as they're qualified, just listen to their advice, because they'll know what's best for you, and it'll be part of their approach to the guitar. So you want to trust them. But nevertheless, realize that sometimes rest strokes have extra tension, so if you do use rest stroke, you could use just a lighter rest stroke so that you don't build up too much tension in the hand. Thanks very much.